very much. Bob?
Thank you. I want to start off by acknowledging Senator Dodd's incredible leadership in this regard. He had this vision a long time ago. It's one of the things that I followed in the House of Representatives before I came to the Senate. One of the first bills I filed in the Senate was on credit card reform. But Chris Dodd has been on this, as he said, for 2 decades, and he finally has the opportunity, because of the composition of both the committee and the Congress now, to actually pass it. And it's his perseverance and dogged determination that are going to give consumers in this country an enormous break. So, Mr. Chairman, we salute you as this bill, I believe, moves to not only to the floor, but to passage and to the signage by the President. We're here today because we see gathering clouds in the economic storm, and that's credit card debt. People are seeing so much of their paychecks can be eaten up by late fees, over-the-limit fees, and interest payments that companies can unilaterally increase at any given time. And if I hear in my caseload from New Jerseyans, among the highest number of items that we get are the questions of credit cards that are either booby-trapped or that the floor has been taken underneath from that credit card holder. And right now, there's nothing stopping credit card companies from doing this to consumers. No law, no level playing field, no protection for the average American, no way to get the kind of fair treatment we expect as a matter of common sense. These are the same kinds of stories we started hearing as the foreclosure crisis began, and we can't allow the credit card problem to become the next foreclosure crisis. This isn't just impacting the lives of individual Americans and families trying to make ends meet. It has major ramifications for the entire economy. The economy is never going to get running at full speed again if consumers can't get their bearings because they've fallen behind on a payment treadmill that credit card companies keep speeding up. At a time when we've seen financial institutions fail, either fail to be profitable or just fail to be honest, it's clear that restoring trust by ending deceptive practices in the credit card industry is good for everyone. People aren't demanding too much, I think, when I hear the stories back in New Jersey. Just rules that are fair, understandable, and don't change in the middle of the game. This legislation is about creating a trustworthy financial system, restoring some common sense rules of the road, and stabilizing our economy by making it possible for consumers to get their footing. Banning retroactive rate increases, reasonably tying fees to costs, prohibiting unilateral changes to agreements are provisions I've been championing for years, and I'm so proud to see it in the Chairman's bill, taking strong action to protect consumers. My state director, my previous state director's 2-year-old got a pre-approved credit card. So it seems that if you have a heartbeat and a Social Security number, you could get a credit card. So I'm proud that the bill includes a provision that I've championed that says citizens under 21 can proactively opt in to receive card offers, but they will no longer be lured into deals unless the decision is their own. It would also ensure that when college students do opt in and receive a credit card, that they'll also receive financial education on how best to handle that credit, and that they can prove that they or a cosigner can actually make the payments on that debt. I've heard from so many parents who told me, my son or daughter got this credit card at school, it was pre-approved, they got it, then they ended up in debt. I had to pay for it in order for them not to start their life with bad credit. I've heard from others who had the same set of scenario, but they didn't have the wherewithal to pay it, and so their son or daughter started off their life with bad credit in a country in which credit is so incredibly important. So for far too many people, credit card debt is already a personal financial crisis. If we don't act soon, it could grow to become a national financial crisis. We can't allow predatory and deceptive practices in the industry to continue, as has happened in other areas. We can't allow the credit card problem to become the next foreclosure crisis. And so finally, I'm glad to see that we're going to move month after month. Just like if you don't pay your credit card bill, it's going to get worse and worse. If we don't pass this legislation and make it law, it's going to get worse and worse. And I think that the vote, when we finally have the vote on the floor, it will clearly dictate those who stand with the consumers and the people in this country who are trying to make their challenges each and every day under incredibly difficult economic times, and those who stand with the special interests in the industry. That's the defining nature of this vote. Thank you, Chairman.
Thanks so much, Jeff.